Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is November 10th, and that means day 314 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, I realized I've never taken my gMax 1.5 XT Plus past 0.2 millimeter layer height. So I decided to pick out a really cool vase and really ramp it up by printing it out at 0.24 millimeter layer height, which gave us a really fat layer. And I gMax sized it to 400 millimeters tall. And the print itself, it turned out awesome, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 314 of the 3DP 365 project. I have a gMax 1.5 XT Plus with a 0.5 millimeter nozzle, and I've always printed resolutions of 0.2 millimeters and 0.16 millimeters, and I've never actually taken the printer up any higher. So I decided to set the resolution for 0.24 and pick out a really cool vase to print. And while browsing around on Thingiverse, I found a collection of 3 really cool swirl jugs, and this is one of them. And I actually tried to print one of the other ones too, which is the big fat bottom version one, and it had some problems with layer adhesion. You can see it's actually kind of shaking there. It's kind of see-through in that one corner on every single corner of the model itself. So I canceled the print and I went back over to Thingiverse and I downloaded the tall, narrow version of it. And we actually gMax sized this to 320%, which gave us 400 millimeters of build height. And I set my layer resolution for 0.24 because I'd never printed like that before, because that gives you a really nice thick layer. And it actually reduced the print time about 30%. Normally this would be about a 12 to even 14-hour long print at my standard resolution that I always print at 0.2. But when I set it for 0.24, it was about 6 hours, and I was like, well, we need to print all of our vases this way as long as the print turns out awesome. And of course it did. Now, you can really see the polygons by scaling this up this big, up to 400 millimeters tall. The model will really show the detail of the polygons depending on how it was built. And this particular model has a lot of large polygons. So as you can see, you can really see all the polygons now that we've scaled this up, which is okay, because I do like that look. I'm a fan of the low polygon look. And the print itself, it turned out awesome. I am super impressed. It is a lot sturdier than normal vase prints, and I have quite a few of them laying around here, and I did a comparison with the thinner layer height. For whatever reason, it's still a 0.5 millimeter nozzle. You're still going to get that 5 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter wall thickness. But for whatever reason, it just seems, maybe it's just the model, but it's a little denser. It just seems a little bit more heavy duty. And it really used about 10 grams less plastic too by printing at that layer height than the standard 0.2 millimeter. So I found a lot of benefits by going up to 0.24. And like I said, the print itself, it turned out awesome. This is some of that Matter Hackers PRO Series PLA in Magenta, one of my favorite colors to print with, especially in vase mode. And the print itself, it just looks amazing. In the beginning of the print, it's a little bit rough here on the bottom. So I dialed down the feed rate down from 100% to 90%, and I noticed that kind of cleaned it up a little bit, so I just left it there. So that may have increased the print time a little bit too. But that's fine, because I think the print turned out really, really cool. It's definitely something I'm going to use more often, that thicker layer height, because I kind of like the way this feels. It feels a lot more sturdy. And using a 0.24 millimeter layer height saved a lot of print time too, especially when you're gMax sizing it. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And I'm really happy with the print. I'll put the link down in the description to the swirl jugs so you guys can download and print them yourselves. And definitely check them out because there's some really cool designs. Well, that about wraps it up for day 314 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative. And if you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out the affiliate links down in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.